big news of the week, the thing that you clicked on in the thumbnail, which is Alan Wake. Yeah, oh, his screen fell asleep behind me. There we go. There he is. There's Alan Wake. He's back, and I could not be happier. So we have a remaster confirmed. It's going to be out sometime this fall. They have not put a date on it yet. Remedy, of course. But back in June, Alan Wake Remastered appeared alongside Final Fantasy Remake within the Epic Game Store backend data. Now, this is relevant in that Epic has a publishing deal with Remedy for new projects. So it's like there is a connection there. Now, a little over 2 months later, listings showed up over the weekend before the confirmation today, Tuesday, as we record, for PS4, PS5, and Xbox versions of Alan Wake Remastered. And the listing said October 5th for the release. That is, we do not have an official date given in the formal announcement, but it's probably correct, barring any last minute hurdle with certification or bugs or anything that could bump that back. But yeah, Remedy's own creative director, the great Sam Lake, friend of IGN, friend of Unlocked. He's been on Unfiltered. He made the announcement himself on The Sudden Stop, which is a great way. The Sudden Stop, if you're not familiar, is a long-running Alan Wake fan site. And that's just great that Sam and the team chose to make this announcement there rather than like on their own blog or on IGN or something. I think it's awesome that they went to the community for this. And Sam wrote in part, "This is for you," meaning the community. Alan Wake came out over 11 years ago, and through that time, you have told us again and again how much you love the game, the story, the characters, and the lore. And that matters a lot to us. We love this game as well. I love this game. The remaster is coming because of your support for Alan Wake through the years. And then later he adds, the original game was only available for Xbox 360 and a few years later, PC. We are thrilled about the opportunity to bring the remastered version out for a new generation of platforms. I'm excited to hear what you think about Alan Wake. Remastered is the original experience you fell in love with all those years ago. We did not want to change that, but the visuals all around, including the character model of Alan Wake himself and the cinematics, have been updated and improved with some choice next generation upgrades. I think, Miranda, did you ran this one not too long ago, right? Weren't you doing this one on your personal channel?
Yep, I streamed this one. I did a whole Remedy thing, so I played Alan Wake and of course played Control. I kind of wish they would update some of the combat things. Like that was probably the one takeaway that I didn't like from Alan Wake, was some of the combat feels not necessarily dated, because I feel like it wouldn't have been as, it just felt clunky. I like the idea of like, oh, you got to use your flashlight to kind of solidify these ghost men before you can actually do damage to them. Like that's fine. Like these shadow creatures that you're fighting, and I don't mind necessarily that I have to aim a flashlight at this weird fridge that's going to keep getting thrown at me. But just some of the time, and I think the controls felt a little clunky. That being said, it's totally worth playing if you have not played it. The story is so much fun, and it can be a little scary. Alan is sort of such a weird dude, and I really liked his whole mystery here and how it unravels and how it proceeds. If you're a fan of Twin Peaks, you have to play this game. It's just so much fun, and I'm really glad we're going to get a graphical update. It's not that it looks bad. It's just, older game, and that's totally fine. So I'm glad that more people will get to play it this time around too. And I don't know, look out for Deer Fest. That's a great time in Alan Wake.
Oh, yes.
There are so many just like fun collectibles and things to notice, and it just gets a little spooky. Perfect October game. So I'm looking forward to seeing this come back out, and probably will watch some streams since I did just play it. I don't think I'm necessarily going to play it again, but it looks cool.
Yeah, I'm in the opposite boat in that I haven't played it since it came out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going back in. It's I appreciate what you said about it kind of feeling old, in that it just reminded me that when I played it the first time in 2000, I don't know, what was that, 2010, I think? Yeah, 11 years. It kind of had an old school feel to it then. It had a very like old school PC game feel in a good way to me at that time. I wonder if I'll still feel the same way about it in 2021. But yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's not a short game. It's probably a good like 15 to 20 hours, from what I remember. You would remember better than me, having
About
played
that,
it more
yeah.
recently. But yeah, there's a lot of substance to it, and there's a lot of hilarious product placement, like
Yes.
the Duracell batteries.
There's
And was it Verizon? I think is the other one.
I think so. I
Sounds
forget
right.
which other company. Like there's just strange advertisements around. Definitely, if you do play, take some time and just look at things in the environment. Just take it all in. I wonder how that's going to change too, just given the visual upgrades. But yeah,
Destin, how you feel about Alan Wake coming back? Did you ever play it on the 360?
No, I never played it, so it might be a good time for me to check it out with this remaster. And just looking at it, it's giving me Control vibes, so it's sort of interesting to see how it potentially influenced other games in the future. You know, but yeah, I never played it. Never been super into Alan Wake, but looks like I got a chance to play.
Yeah, it's and quite honestly, I know we're on an Xbox podcast, but I'm very happy that this is the first time it'll be coming to PlayStation, and the reason for that, I'm going to tie it back into Xbox, is because it'll expose a lot more new people to this game and give them a chance to play it. And I mean, yeah, not just platform-wise, but generationally, given that it has been 11 years. And if it goes well, if a lot of PlayStation fans and Xbox fans and PC fans alike enjoy it, that will hopefully only give some more momentum towards the thing we all really want, which is Alan Wake 2, which Remedy has sort of teased and for years said they want to do it. We're still not there yet. So that's kind of where I'm looking at this is as kind of a just greasing the wheels for a potential actual sequel that would be a full brand new next generation video game, and that would be pretty cool. But you know, go ahead, Miranda. Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw the video really quickly.
Oh yeah, the
Night
footage we're playing.
Springs, guys. please go in depth and like explore everything, watch everything. Sort of on that point too, Ryan. Sorry to interject with 2 points here.
Oh, please.
Did you play through the Control DLC for Alan Wake?
No, I still.
Okay.
I've not got. I know it's on my list.
I won't say anything then, but I think Remedy is gunning for another Alan Wake 2. I think that's
good.
That's the hope. The hints are dropped. Hopefully, this remaster, exactly to your point, does well. And honestly, it's just nice to get to see people play this. And since Control is multi-platform, good for people on PlayStation to have that context for Alan Wake as well.
And the story is well worth playing through to the end. This, right, Miranda? Would you agree that it's definitely, you get a good payoff here?
Yes, I would say so. It's a really great story. I thoroughly enjoyed my time like unraveling things. Also, there's just really funny characters. I'm just saying some stuff. I'm like, man, oh you. So I just hope you all enjoy it as much as I did.
What is it? The Nordic Viking rock band guys?
So good. I love them. Yes.
I forget their band name.
Gods of Asgard, I think.
Thank you.
Something.
Yes. Yeah.
Very excited I get to play this updated version. Also, where is Crossfire X?
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, you remastered Alan Wake?
Yeah.
Where's
it's not them. They're done, I thought, is what we were talking about. Like, Remedy is, they're good for Crossfire X, so we're just waiting for the multiplayer or something, which I don't care about. I just want to play the game. I just want to play the game.
I'm not sure, but yeah, that is an interesting point to bring up, Destin. That this remaster will have announced and shipped before we ever get a date on Crossfire X and where the heck that game actually is. But yeah, well, I guess we might get a couple of Remedy developed games here in the next several months whenever Crossfire does finally drop. But yeah, really cool to see Alan Wake come back.